So I've plugged the HEX NET into the diagnostic socket, switched on the ignition, and now we need to connect the phone to the HEX NET interface. So the HEX NET is broadcasting a Wi-Fi hotspot, so we need to long press on the Wi-Fi button and select the HEX NET from the list of available Wi-Fi hotspots. You can easily spot it because the name of the Wi-Fi network is the same as the serial number on your HEX interface. So we'll tap that and choose connect. Give it a few seconds to connect. And that's it, we're done. So now we'll need to open a web browser and type in the IP address or web address of the HEX NET interface. So the IP address when you're connected to the hotspot is always 192.168.0.1. So and you enter that exactly the same as you would if it was google.com or bbc.co.uk, etc. If this is the first time you've used VCDS Mobile, then you'll need to enter your password, and the password is the word password, all lowercase. So once you've logged in, I recommend that you change that password to something that only you know. So I'm going to enter my password. So we're logged in now, and we'll choose select. And VCDS Mobile and HEX NET will build a list of all the installed modules on the vehicle. So we can choose installed and then ABS. And then as soon as we're connected to ABS, we can choose functions and then fault codes. Okay, so we have 4 fault codes showing. We have ABS wheel speed sensor rear left mechanical failure, and that's shown as an intermittent code. So the fault may not be present right now, but it is stored in the ABS module. We have ABS wheel speed sensor rear left implausible signal. Again, that's intermittent. We've got supply voltage terminal 30, that's battery live, lower limit exceeded, again intermittent. And then we have ABS wheel speed sensor rear left electrical fault in circuit. That one is not intermittent, so that one is present right now. We can also look at the mileage or kilometers covered to see when these faults were set. So nicely, the mileage on the wheel speed sensor rear left electrical fault in circuit is 100,001 kilometers. So the car's done a bit over 62,000 miles. So the 100,000 odd is just about right for that. We've got supply voltage terminal 30, 100,001 kilometers, so the same as the electrical fault in circuit. Then we've got rear left implausible signal, that's 100,023 kilometers, so 22 kilometers later. And then we have ABS wheel speed sensor rear left mechanical failure, and that one is 100,002 kilometers, so just after the electrical fault in circuit. So I'm going to save those to a file and then have a look at the live data to see if the live data agrees. So we'll choose advanced measured values. It takes a few seconds for VCDS to build the list. Once we've got the list, wheel speeds are usually the first 4 data blocks. So when the list shows up, I'll just select those 4 and then click submit. And now I should have started the engine before really, but I'm going to start it now, and it may kick us off, but we'll just see. Okay, so that's looking okay. So I'm going to drive the car forwards. I'm on private ground here with plenty of space around me. Okay, so there's no speed indication from the rear left sensor. All the other 3 are giving good values. So the next step is to get the wheel off and see what's going on with that sensor. So I'll back out of VCDS for now. Okay, so I jacked the car up and took the wheel off. There was no sign of any damage to any of the wiring leading to the sensor, so I've replaced the sensor, and now we'll go back into ABS and read the fault codes. And now what we're hoping for is that the electrical fault in circuit will now be shown as intermittent, and indeed there it is, electrical fault in circuit intermittent. So now we should be able to clear those codes because they're all intermittent now. So I'll save the log and then clear the codes. Okay, there are no fault codes found. Save the new log. And now we're going to go back into advanced measured values. Okay, and we'll choose the first 4 again and submit. Okay, and I'm going to drive the car forward again. And this time we've got good road speed from each sensor. So that looks okay. So we'll give the car a road test now, but that all seems to be good.